You guys seen Long Legs?
Not yet.
No.
Have you?
I've seen it twice.
What?
Is it good?
In the movie theater?
Both when you freaks walked in. Hello, folks. Welcome to the judgiest place on the internet. My name's Josh.
My name's Rick.
And my name's Christian.
And we are the
Judgies.
Back and respecting pronouns-er than ever.
You absolutely got my ass.
Yeah. Erica, I'm skating right past the diss on you guys, you tall freaks.
You know, I don't think that it's a diss because actually I'm less leg than I am torso. So
Have you measured?
You're more torso? I'm pretty sure I'm more leg than torso.
yeah,
Yeah, you are.
I believe that.
Yeah.
No,
That hurts to
I'm
hear,
all
guys.
torso, babe.
The thing is, I don't think anybody ever thinks long legs are bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
Except
I
on
didn't-
me.
I
Except
didn't
there's
take
an
it as a
exception
diss.
to every rule.
Christian, you do look like the purple monster from Monsters Inc. with the big lips.
This sucks to
Yeah,
hear.
and all of our Monsters Inkers are gonna love that one.
All my Mike Wazowski heads out there are gonna go crazy. For
I'm
that
more
one.
of a Mike Wazowski. If I'm
Hey.
being open and honest, and
Slash nag.
Hey,
Yeah.
that canister's gonna be full because they're screaming. They're screaming on the other side of this.
I sort of have that big headedness about me.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
we've
man.
been saying that behind your back, but I'm so glad we're all on the same page.
Mike Wazowski got that crazy head game. That's all he got to give.
That's all I got to give.
Where do you think his holes are to fuck Mike Wazowski's? Like, what do you, is he a cloaca situation?
It's got to be, and it's kind of all the eye, right? Probably out of the middle of the eyeball. The
I
iris?
was thinking his mouth,
Okay.
or he's got ears, so maybe
Does
one
he,
of those.
He's got a little tail, doesn't he?
No.
He's got horns, right? You're thinking of the concept art.
Yes, I always think about the concept. Art.
Oh shoot! Yeah,
Good thing his last name wasn't Huntowski.
Mike Hondowski.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would have been bad for a children's movie.
that would have sucked if that one slipped right by him.
Woof.
What a start.
Anywho, hi.
How's everybody doing? We're bulking a little bit. I don't know when or where or how this episode's going to come out.
Okay.
But Christian, do you want to talk about it?
I gotta get ear surgery, so maybe the audio will get fixed after this. But we've been joking that I'm deaf in my left ear. Turns out, deaf in the left ear.
What?
That's what I'm saying.
He's been
saying
saying
He has
that.
been saying that.
And so I gotta go get ear surgery,
Yeah.
and hopefully, I don't think it's gonna fix my hearing at all, but I think it's
No.
gonna stop the hearing loss.
So it won't get worse.
Yeah.
I think that it will stop the drainage and the stinkiness.
Oh yeah. My ear does just leak. I don't know. Hey, any listeners out there just have a leaky ear for a year?
Aurora's got that going on right now.
Literally,
My cousin has the same thing going on.
the one day he walked in from working out with you and he was just like bleeding out of his ear. It
I
was
thought
nuts.
it just worked out really hard.
No.
I thought I gave it 110%. Turns out I had an ear infection.
Yeah.
And
And
like
that-
growth behind my eardrum.
What day
turned
is your
into-
surge?
August 14th,
It's a Wednesday.
Oh, 8/14.
8/14. It's a bad day in history.
Why?
Can I?
Because I have to get ear surgery.
8/14 gives off 9/11 vibes.
It does. It feels like something tragic happened.
Okay, I don't like that. You're putting bad vibes on the day. You're going to go under general anesthesia. Anything could happen, and I don't
You're
like.
right.
That's not cool.
I'm going to come out with 100% hearing.
Yeah,
We're coming back 100%, baby.
that's right.
You're gonna have 20/20 hearing.
I would love that. I'm getting
2024
Neuralinks,
actually.
but for eardrums. So
Speaking of, I had to get my license renewed.
Your driver's license?
failed the test.
Yeah,
Or your license to be funny.
Cringe.
Because you might have failed that test.
I resent both those accusations. I thought I had to go to a bunch of towns over. I just went to a closer one, and I went in there and I was like, "Yeah, I need to renew my license," and it was expired by almost a full month. I guess that's not true. It expired on June 27th. Yeah, it was pretty close to a full month, and I didn't know that because I swear I filled something out to get it fixed. And I went to go do it, and they're like staring at me and like staring at the computer and staring at me, and they're like, yeah, I don't, it's giving me some weird stuff. So they retook my picture with this haircut, which I didn't realize would happen.
5 years of it.
It is, you know how everybody has a bad
Yeah.
picture? Mine is so bad.
Did you try to smile or
Did they
anything?
make you take your glasses off?
Well, yeah, of course. I had to take my glasses off.
Whoa, they make you take your glasses off?
Yeah, because
What
they
about all
glare.
the people with fucked up faces that don't have glasses? You know, sometimes when people have glasses for so long that their face turns into a glasses face,
Yes.
and then they take off glasses and go, "What the? What the fuck?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Josh
I'm not
has
saying
one.
that
No,
you have that.
Josh absolutely has one of those faces.
No,
Yes,
no, he doesn't.
he does.
Take him off.
Oh my God.
No, he doesn't.
No.
Not as bad as some people.
But because my edges of my mustache are lighter, like
oh no,
color, it looks like my mustache ends like here.
Oh no,
And it doesn't look like, the guy.
Yeah.
Charlie Chaplin.
You look like Michael Jordan mustache.
Yeah, it's bad. And granted, it's in black and white right now because they have. But the whole thing got all messed up because she was like, "You're gonna have to." There, do you wear your glasses when you drive? And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Well, you don't have restrictions, so we're gonna put you through your vision test to see if you need restrictions on your license." I go in, I went into the thing, put my head down, and she's like, "Okay," and I'm just staring, and she's like, "You can start when you're ready." And I was like, well, "Start with what?" There was I thought it was just a blank screen. And then she's like, read line 5. And I was like, I cannot. There's letters?
Josh, you're going to be surprised to hear this. This happened to me 5 years ago at the same DMV. And I fix those machines for my job.
Okay.
And I was like, this doesn't work. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm telling you, none of the lights are on. This doesn't work. Was yours actually working, or you just couldn't see?
No, I just couldn't see. I'm blind.
You're blind as shit.
Yeah.
When I used it, it didn't work. And she's like, no, it works. And I was like, lady, I don't want to pull this card. I work on these machines, and I am telling you right now, this doesn't work.
Well, I failed the vision test, so they put a restriction on. Then they told me I had to retake the written portion. And then they were like, wait, it's not letting me renew it. What's going on? And I was like, I think I tried to renew it. And they're like, oh, so you're not getting a renewal. You're getting like a reissue. So they charged me $5 for the reissue. Turns out if I would have just opened with that, I wouldn't have gotten a new picture. I wouldn't have had to like get a restriction on my license, which is fine. I always wear my glasses anyway because I cannot see.
Yeah.
But it's just very funny.
So now
Yeah,
you
it's
do
a
have a
glasses face.
restriction?
Yes, yeah.
That's very funny.
Well, I mean, like, again, I always wear them. I wouldn't feel safe driving without my glasses on.
I also feel that way, except I'm like, oh, in the daytime, like, I'm fine. At night, I can't see for fuck all.
Yeah. Astigmatism.
Yeah. Also, if you were a video watcher for this and you saw me waving my arms about weird, there was a tiny little spider that I picked up by the web and dragged him
I was
over.
wondering what that
Did you hurt him?
No, I
Killed
just dropped. I tried to put him on my mic, and then he was still trying to drop onto my leg, and I was like, no. And so I just put him on my.
Okay. That's my friend.
Yeah,
Morty.
Morty, huh?
Yeah. Short for Mordecai.
You know when and I don't want to go on too long of a tangent here, but you know when you see the videos on TikTok where it's like, this is what astigmatism looks like when you're driving at night?
No, that's not what it looks like.
It doesn't look like that for me either.
Thank God.
It just takes the lights and makes him do this. It like makes him go up
It
and
doesn't just
down.
make them like the little star pattern sometimes?
No.
Thank God. Because I was like, uh-oh.
But you've never had your eyes checked.
I've had them checked once in high school. Well, no, in
Buddy,
college.
I hate to tell
What
you.
number am I holding up right now?
Well, are we counting thumbs? 2?
Holy shit, folks. He's blind. Fuck.
I hate to tell you that high school was almost 20 years ago for you.
I'm gonna absolutely do something
P.O.
drastic.
Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois 61350, where you can send in stuff for us to read on air or packages for us to open on air. Josh, Christian, and Erica,
In that order, really?
please, and yeah, actually. Alphabetical, except for my
Huge.
name and your name. And Christian's
Truly.
name. Please enjoy our romance novel-inspired wedding invite. Hi, I finally have something to mail you. My fiance and I love listening to the podcast together and often do so on the way to T-Bell.
Okay.
We'll never know what that fully means.
We'll never know.
I hope that it's taco. I have plugged you to all of my friends, ABP, Hugs and Pisses, Julia, and Elias. P.S. I emailed you some family drama.
That's
and then-
Alias.
I was about to make that same fucking joke. That's so funny.
It's either Elias or Elias.
Okay.
And then they give us their email, which I'm not going to say. But
Drop the email.
Written in the stars. I don't want to show you guys this picture, but look at this. And then the back is
It's just a smut novel.
it's like written like the back of a novel. It's actually very, very cool.
Oh, that is actually really cool.
Don't show the email. Editor, you're gonna have a field day with this one. But yeah, it's like a little novel invite. It's
I
actually
like
really
that
cool.
there's a wink drawn on it.
Yeah, there's actually this card's actually designed very cool too. And Eric, if you look to your left, there's another letter to your left.
You two look like book nerds
What the fuck?
in the best way.
Oh, okay. I thought that was you being incredibly
Damn,
rude
the
for a
back of your
second.
head, Elias, looks like a book nerd.
Well, I was going based off of the
Oh,
front
shit.
on the other side.
Just drop that a little bit out of frame. Thank you very much.
Oh, sorry.
There is a letter to your left, Richard.
Yes.
P.O. Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois 61350. These are our last two letters sent to us in April. How about that? We're on to May.
We're catching up.
We're on to May, folks.
This is
It's
a
gonna be May.
save the date for Zoe and Brandon. You can say my name.
Zoe
Good.
and Brandon.
I adjusted. Hi, Judgies. My name is Zoe, and I have been listening to y'all since episode 19.
Whoa, that's my favorite one.
My fiance and I are getting married in good old Oregon on 1/25/25. We had an extra save the date and wanted to send you one. Thank you guys for making commutes bearable.
You're welcome.
P.S. I always be plugging.
I can't remember your name.
Zoe.
Zoe and Brandon.
Yes.
Thank you, Zoe and
Very
Brandon.
cool.
And also Elias and the other one.
Julia.
Julia, thank you all for sending us in mail. And if you want to do that, P.O. Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois. But we don't just open up mail on this podcast. We also podcast on this podcast. And what that entails is us going online and finding silly little stories. And Christian,
It's your day to shine, babe.
Christian did that by going into our inbox and looking at the wonderful stories our listeners sent to us.
emails online. This has been established.
This has been established.
That's deep in the canals of podcast lore.
First story comes to us.
First story. First story.
First story.
Number one. First story. I wasn't interrupting you.
First story.
Were you going to talk about the canals of our pod?
No.
Isn't that what you said was the canals of our lore?
What did I say?
Canals.
Did I say that?
I thought so. Maybe I just
what's
heard
the
that.
actual word?
Annals.
Cannels.
Evo.
Hi, Judgies.
Hello.
You can say my name. Say my
Tiffany.
name. Ashley. Do we? Oh, there's a little music thing, so I'm guessing it's supposed to be sung.
Yeah.
But is it in the tune of the song the band Just Friends song Say My Name?
Give
you
us
think?
give us what it sounds like.
You can say my name, baby, say my name.
No, I'm gonna guess it's Destiny. Is that Destiny's Child?
Say my name,
Say my name. Your
You can say my name when
is
I'm on the
Ashley.
podcast. My name is Ashley, and I'm a longtime listener.
Is that Destiny's Child?
I think so.
My name's Ashley, and I'm a longtime listener and certified podcast plugger. I have one confirmed person hooked on your podcast, so that counts.
Everybody, we need our plugging numbers to be up. We are almost hitting 50,000 big ones on YouTube.
We do. If you're listening to this and you have a YouTube, go subscribe to us. We're all like 70 away. Gosh, I'm gonna look up the numbers. Gonna make me sad. Like 70 away.
Speaking of, so I'm coaching volleyball. Tangent here.
Insane tangent.
Yeah, I'm coaching volleyball, and the girl that coaches with me downloaded an app to like try to do live streaming of their games and stats.
Yeah.
You can't live stream on YouTube without like 100 followers or 50 followers or something.
Correct.
We don't have that. And then we were trying to do it through Facebook. You can't do it on Facebook if you don't have like 100 followers.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah, that was
So we can't even use this app that she paid for.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I would ask for a refund.
I know.
Yeah, that was put in place because of do you remember there was like an ISIS video with a Coke ad on it back in like
yes.
2017?
The adpocalypse.
And ad companies pretended like people fucking cared about that. Like people were going to associate Coke with ISIS, which is nobody thinks that.
Well, nobody wants any ice in their Coke anyway.
Correct.
So
Thank you.
No ISIS. That's only when I talk about my Cokes. Between Josh's witty puns, Christian's goblin energy, and Erica's entire personality, your podcast is number one forever.
Thank you, Jessica.
Ashley, you're so close. Anywho, I was perusing Reddit, as you do when bored at 1 a.m., and came across this gem. I took some screenshots and decided to send it in, since every time I read it, my brain just pictures Christian doing something like this to Erica.
Oh, boy.
I'm actually pissed now that I read that line. Hope y'all enjoy and have a fantastic days. Nuts, sharts, and butt grumbles, Ashley.
Nuts?
Yeah.
Like comes? Jizzes?
Ropes. Yeah. This one comes to us from r/relationship_advice. My 26 female boyfriend, 28 male, is obsessed with the lantern he found at a flea market, and it's getting weird. Hello. So my boyfriend and I recently went to a flea market, and he found this old style lantern that he absolutely fell in love with.
Beer.
He bought it on the spot, and I thought it was a cute little vintage decoration for our apartment. But now things have taken a strange turn. Ever since he got the lantern, he's become super attached to it. He keeps it by his bedside and even gets up in the middle of the night to walk around the apartment with it, pretending to be an old-timey watchman.
Huh?
He'll say things like, "All is well," or "The night is dark and full of terrors."
Okay.
And he gets
nerd.
really into character.
If you're gonna be into character, don't do Game of Thrones Melisandre.
He's just preaching facts here. Sometimes they get it right, even in season 7.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
At first, I thought it was kind of funny and endearing, as he's always had an eccentric style of humor. But now it's starting to annoy me. He does this almost every night now, and it's disrupting our sleep. I've tried talking to him about it, but he just tells me that he takes his watchman duties very seriously, and that it's important for our safety. The issue is, I genuinely can't tell if he's joking about this. Has anyone else experienced something like this? How do I get it to him to tone it down without hurting his feelings or making him feel like he can't enjoy his quirky interests?
This is probably
Thanks for any advice.
This is probably a phase. He'll probably get over it. Just let it run its course.
As a man, Erica, I'm gonna have to vehemently disagree.
Okay.
I'll tell you what he's actually doing. He is setting up a precedent. So eventually you'll get used to him getting out of bed in the middle of the night. That way, when you get used to it and you're not getting woken up by his lantern shenanigans, he's going to go out and have sex with your best friend. He's doing this to set up a scandalous affair. And you might think it starts as a harmless lantern, but Ryan Reynolds thought that, and then boom, box office stinker.
Which one's that?
Yeah,
the Green Lantern.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it worked out for him, though, because he met his wife on that set.
That's how they met?
Yeah.
I just assumed they were married before that.
No, I'm like, I guess I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how they met.
I thought Blake Lively was better than that. Is that who he's married to?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, they
goddess,
started
actually.
it together, and it's a dog shit movie.
Who does she play? Who's the female role?
Greener Lantern.
Okay.
Lantern, actually.
I love that role.
Yeah. No, this is very surreal to me, though.
Yeah.
I get committing to a bit, but at the cost of sleep is one night, funny. Second night, funny. Third night, not funny. Fourth night, funnier. And then you call it quits. You can't go more than a calendar week.
Yeah, I think you get about a week. I do wonder how many days it's actually been.
Yeah.
What's up?
Do you think a week's too much?
No.
No, I was dancing.
Oh, okay. About a week ago. About a week of lanterns, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. How long? How long before you write this Reddit post?
Yeah, I because it feels like a day 3 thing.
Yeah. It's either 3 or 28.
That's
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, exactly.
Because I was
That's
just
exactly it.
thinking back to our listener saying this sounds like something that Christian would do to Erica, and it absolutely fucking does.
Oh yeah.
However, I don't know. I don't think I would write about it after 3 days. I think it would be like 10, where I'd be like, okay, bud, it's getting old. Like, fuck off. Please.
10 days. I'm glad to know I have that many days of a bit.
Give or take 5.
Well, I also, as
Take.
we're a long-lasting relationship, I know how to feel out the waters.
You know how to feel me out.
Yeah, I know how to feel my wife up. So I can tell if the joke's not landing or if it's landing just enough to be like, this is going to crush tomorrow night.
Yeah.
When I bring this back for the 17th time, this is going to fucking crush.
Well, and the thing with it is like if you were doing this or if I were doing it, you wouldn't just do the bit. It would be like, I'm getting up in the middle of the night to do something anyway. I'm going to grab the old lantern and make it into a bit type thing.
Yeah.
So speaking of Christian's bits,
Circed or not? You circed up?
I'm not circed. Wait, I am circed. What am I talking about?
You are. I was having a pretty bad day yesterday, and I was laying in bed, and Christian brought in, we have leftover mini ice cream cups from Olsen's birthday party, and he brought in a mini ice cream cup, and he handed it to me, and it had the tiniest metal spoon sticking out of it that came with like a chips and queso, like decorative platter thing, and it caught me so off guard and just like brightened my whole day. It was just a stupid little bit that he did, and he was like,
I was trying so hard not to laugh because she was in a bad mood. I was like, this is either gonna it's either gonna piss her off and it's gonna be like silly, goofy, and that will, because sometimes sometimes she just needs me to laugh, and it gets you laughing. And I was like, this will be silly, goofy enough to where if it falls on its face and she's upset about it, it will be like funny because I'll be so embarrassed that all I can do is laugh at it.
Yeah.
Or it's she's gonna think it's hilarious. So like I hand it to her and I have to look away and be like, because I felt like she took an eternity to notice it.
I did.
I hand it to her in like 30 seconds. I'm just like,
was very
send pick
funny.
of spoon. Send pick of spoon.
Will
please.
send pick of spoon.
we'll have to get it with something in scale so you can really, because it is a tiny little spoon,
It's tiny. It was so fucking
but
funny.
it's got a nice heft to it.
And I turned and looked to him, and I was like, what would you have done if this was like my fucking 13th reason? And he was just like, probably
guess-
still laughed.
That's the thing, right? Is it's a give and a take. Like this could have went poorly.
Yeah.
You could have got real pissed that it wasn't a big enough spoon.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you know what? Us jokesters, us clowns.
Hey,
Hey, each bite was better than the last because it just made me so happy.
Aurora accidentally brought home a fork from her parents, and maybe you guys will relate to this, maybe you won't. Did your parents just have a hodgepodge of random
Yes.
fucking... Listen, folks.
I think my parents are stealing silverware from like restaurants or something.
I
'cause-
get the idea, the concept of being poor,
Is that what it is?
because I think what happens is you buy
just-
silverware from like garage sales or
Yeah.
whatever. You just accumulate it. Because my parents were the same way growing up. I bought a set of cutlery when I moved out, and it was, I don't know, $12 in like 2016 from Big Lots. Still use them. They're great. Folks, cutlery, not that expensive to get a good set. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the fork that Aurora's parents brought home is offensive. It hurts to eat with. You pick it up and the weight's all off. It feels like it's going to fly out of your hand. And like, I've got beefy forks.
Yeah.
That's even when I'm eating chicken, folks. They are hefty forks. And
Well, that's the thing about this tiny spoon. It was heavy. It was a nice one.
that's good.
Yeah.
This one felt like if I like tried to use it to cut something, like if I put it in to go cut, it would like bend in half if I put too much force on it.
The worst.
And I used it once and I got angry. I said, Aurora, what is this fork? And she's like, I must have accidentally brought that home for my parents. I'm sorry. It's like, I washed it, whatever. She used it the other day. She grabbed it and she's just like, why didn't you throw this away? I'm sorry. You get it though.
For a second, I was worried that that was secretly like her favorite fork. That's why she brought it home, and you're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Dude,
In my house,
a plastic fork feels better. This thing is offensive to my
you still
senses.
have it? I would love to take
it
it
might
for a
be in our
whirl.
recycling. I don't know. We'll have to see.
I don't need to pull it out of the garbage. That's all right.
Well, it'd be in our indoors recycling.
Fuck. Next story comes to us from another listener. Hello.
Hi.
You can say my name. It's Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Sam.
I thought Pissy Chrissy would enjoy this one. My buddy also never wipes his asshole, you son of a bitch.
What the fuck?
Love the pod. Poops, pisses, hugs, and kisses, Sam.
You're getting attacked on your own soul.
Yeah,
We have a bidet, babe. Like, his butthole's pretty clean.
Come on, Sam.
Also,
Keep up.
I've been having like UTI issues. Maybe TMI, but I've been having like UTI issues. Do you think it's the bidet?
Are you using it for that?
Not for my front. I'm saying like because I'm a girl and I have lady bits. Like, is the water like
Maybe.
trailing up front and giving me UTIs?
Have you cleaned your bidet spout nozzle?
I haven't. Have you?
No, but I let it run a little bit after I use it.
It's
Yours has
got
a little
like
thing that says clean.
So does ours.
doesn't.
Yes, it
really?
does. Yeah.
Huh.
Well, you're supposed to like open it and like scrub it every now and then.
I have not done that. Shit.
So it's possible,
Maybe.
but probably
Interesting.
not.
This comes to us from r/am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend his poop wasn't green?
As in like new?
Yeah.
It's
Poop's
actually
always greener on the other side.
your shit's so vile it's giving off carbon emissions. Actually, it's not green at all. You shit.
You have to buy carbon tax credits.
I'm putting that in my car. It's ethanol approved.
I am not entirely sure where to start, so I'll try to set the upcoming scene for you. I'm 23 female. My boyfriend is 27 male. We have 2 young children together and have been together for years. I work full-time and do all of the household cleaning and more than half of the cooking. I'm solely responsible for grocery shopping, caring for the kids, and anything in between.
What's the point?
He contributes financially at times.
Does she have a job?
Yeah. Full-time job.
Yeah. What's the point of having a partner
Yeah.
if he's only going to do a quarter of the work?
Boo.
sure.
I guess it is a part. Hey,
Hey.
never mind.
damn.
He's not in the wrong. Continue.
It's not a Fulner.
It's
Over
not a Fulner.
over the last
She's
few,
the Fulner. That's the hard
Yeah,
part.
That's what really sucks to hear. Over the last few months, he has had really bad stomach issues. We're talking liquid diarrhea. He never cleans the toilet after, so it's just streaked with runs of poop all over the inside, the back of the toilet, under the seat, and honestly, sometimes even the walls.
What?
The walls of the toilet
Brother, I don't know. I'm hoping.
or the walls of the bathroom?
I'm hoping it's the toilet.
Also, anytime I've ever had liquid shits, it never leaves a streak because it's liquid.
Yeah.
And it mixes with the water.
Interesting.
Well, he's having tummy issues. It's a weird consistency of a little bit of
All right.
solid, a little bit of wet.
Okay.
I've been very patient with him, and since I do the cleaning, I am typically scrubbing his slimy shit off the toilet. Sometimes I have to actually scrape it off because he does it when I'm not home. So by the time I get home, it's fully dried and stuck to the toilet and walls.
Walls
So
is
this, it's definitely the bathroom
it's
walls.
outside walls.
That's horrific.
These shitty walls. Turds tankin. Surge tat turdkin. System of a shit. Shitstem of a
System of a diarrhea.
there we go.
I've asked him to
shitstem of a coming down with something actually.
Stop.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite band. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I've asked him several times to please flush and maybe try to aim in the actual toilet.
He's not even flushing.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I would assume it's flushing, but like
Like
maybe
a double
give
flush.
Give another flush.
Okay.
It's really strange. It's pretty bad when you need a courtesy flush after you've shit.
Yeah.
Normally that's mid, but she's like, give me a courtesy flush to help with the cleanup.
Yeah. You know, sometimes I won't even get into it. Sometimes when you do a courtesy flush and then it's refilling the bowl, and you can kind of feel a mist on your butt. It feels nice in the middle of a poop.
So, hang on. So you said I don't want to get into it, but then you got into it.
I just dropped it. I didn't need to get into it. I just wanted listeners to know about it.
Okay.
Know it's a thing that happens, and sometimes it's refreshing. Public restrooms, it feels gross because it's like, ooh, yeah.
It's always gross, buddy. Listen, you won't even flush with the toilet lid up, which I appreciate because there's poop particles in the mist. But it feels refreshing to you when that hits your butt.
I will say that was also one of the biggest twists in cinema I've ever seen. When there was poop particles in the mist.
Brother, Mythbusters really fucked me up with that one.
No, I'm talking about the film.
The Mist? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
At the very end when he's about to
The
kill
poop
his son and
particles?
then poop particles come out. Ooh.
What a twist.
He does kill his son.
Yeah, and then he kills his son. But the poop particles come in between him pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't want to get into that, guys, so I don't know why you made me get into it. I just wanted to...
You can't just say some shit like
I've
that
had
and then
some
not get
close
into it.
calls myself, but I've never fully shit on any other surface in the bathroom. He always gets annoyed and tries to say it wasn't him when I know it is him. I know you're letting the bowl refill because you think it feels a little refreshing on your butt cheeks. Anyway, last night is what really tipped me over the edge. You guys are going to hate to hear this. I stand up when I flush, and then I sit back down. Anyways, when it refills, because I don't want the poop particles. I'm a freak. Anyways, last night is what really tipped me over the edge. I got home from work and detail cleaned both of our bathrooms, top to bottom. It's spotless.
2 bathrooms?
Rich, very rich.
Rich with energy to fucking
deep clean
a bathroom after work. Fuck that. Yeah. Not just 1 bathroom, but 2 bathrooms. Fuck that.
Then I heard my boyfriend scuttling to the bathroom. I reminded him I've literally just cleaned it, so if he poops all over the toilet, to please clean it. I left the toilet brush out, Clorox wipes on the counter, and even Febreze for good measure.
Clorox wipes are so nice for cleaning a bathroom.
Yeah.
They make chrome look so nice. Or I guess not chrome, but...
Really?
Brush nickel.
I feel like it leaves streaks.
Not mine. Are
you using real Clorox?
Whatever the
generic
disinfectant Clorox wipes are. The ones that come in the tubes.
Yeah, I know that, but are you using name brand Clorox?
Yeah, of course, I'm rich.
Well, maybe that's my issue.
2 bathrooms. Duh. Yeah, we use generic. And it does streak.
We might use generic too.
Left out
Okay,
Clorox,
Josh.
even Febreze for a good measure. He was in there for probably an hour, and I did hear a lot of disturbing noises, but I was hopeful he would simply take.
That's not disturbed. That's not disturbed. Fuck.
It was corn. Well, there was some corn in there too.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Well, how does the start of Down with the Sickness go?
That's what
ready for this.
That's what his guts are sounding like. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Blah blah blah. I hope he took what I said to heart. After he finished, I let
More
the air
to fart.
After he finished, I let the air settle a bit, and then I went in to check. I know this might sound childish, but I'm so tired of cleaning up his poop. It actually sounds like he's being childish.
Yeah.
I take a look at the toilet, and it has poop spray all over the inside and along the upper part of the actual seat. The seat that I sit on has poop on it. I call him in and ask him to please clean up his mess, and he got incredibly offended and annoyed by this. He tried to tell me that the poop on the toilet was yellow, and his poop was actually green. I explained to him he was the only person in the bathroom, and he literally just pooped. I was able to hear the whole thing.
Oh,
that's unfortunate.
He refused to clean and called me insane for assuming it was his poop, telling me I don't even know my colors.
Green. The thing is, green and yellow are very, very close. They are sister colors.
Yeah.
It's not that weird to see a shade of green blend into a yellow.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got brown mixed in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yellow is just, or brown is just dark yellow is the thing.
That's the thing.
And that's color theory, folks.
Long story short, I was pretty frustrated and cleaned all the poop up again.
Does it actually say that?
No, I told him that I was fed up with cleaning up after a grown adult, especially their poop.
He said long story short.
Am I the asshole for asking him to not poop all over the toilet? And am I the asshole for explaining to him that it was in fact his poop regardless of the color expectations?
Give me a clean one. No, that was her to him.
And am I the asshole for explaining to him that it was in fact his poop regardless of his color expectations?
Sure. And this might sound childish for me, but no matter what you say and what you do, when I'm alone, I'd rather be with you.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. I've been saying that about Cody Leroy. A lot of music jokes on this one, folks.
Yeah, this is
very.
You guys want to do karaoke after this?
Dude, I've had a fucking hankering. I've had a hankering for karaoke.
Hey.
I'm not drunk enough to do karaoke.
I'm not sober enough, but I've been wanting to do a little bit of chapel karaoke round stream or something.
Okay, but I want to be involved because I love
First time for everything, folks.
Shut the fuck up, Josh.
That I want to be involved.
Shut the fuck up.
So
It's crazy. You think that's so funny?
I mean, it was that paired with the soundboard.
Yeah, it's a cacophony of sounds. It'll go down in the canals of podcasting. I do enjoy that the part where she was just dragging her husband for not
Boyfriend.
her. Oh,
Makes it a lot worse, huh?
Yeah, she needs to break up with him.
I do enjoy the part where she was just dragging him for like, also like that she works and everything was not even like directly relevant. It was just to give the backstory of like, isn't this guy a piece of fucking work?
Yeah.
He sometimes contributes financially and also all of this.
None of this.
A real piece
like
of work.
Also the rest of the story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. I thought you were saying like all the rest of everything else.
I just love how that really didn't come into play other than to really paint the picture.
I wondered
Yeah.
when the green was coming in, and when you were like said it, I was like, oh yeah,
I had
forgot about that.
Yeah, I had completely forgotten about that. And we made jokes about green.
Yeah, we did.
You guys are a little stinker.
We're two of us are wearing green directly,
Thank you.
and you're kind of wearing green.
Oh, there's green in my
Yeah,
shirt.
but Christian's wearing a green shirt. I'm wearing green shorts. I wouldn't say you're wearing a green shirt.
I agree. I would not say
You
that.
what?
I agree with you.
You what?
I agree with you, Joshua.
We got it on record.
No, this isn't what I'm trying to do. I agreeing with you. Is what I was.
And so we'll do that from the top.
yeah.
No, I'm gonna just.
You what? Hey, we'll see you on the other side of the break, folks. And welcome back to the side of the break where Erica gets her carrot back.
But
That's
don't
right.
worry, I have a whole arsenal of carrots,
Up your arsenal, Ratchet and Clank.
No.
and I also have a free carrot toss coupon still. If we're honoring that.
Your Honor.
That really sucks. Let's hope-
Christian,
What's up?
I'm sorry I interrupted you so much, but yesterday was so shitty for me, and you made it better, and today was a good day, so I'm just like on my game.
I think we
you.
should set the precedent that we don't have to apologize for interrupting people.
No,
I think
No.
200
No.
episodes in, we should make it the precedent that we don't need to apologize for interrupting people.
That's crazy.
You're right. I'll actually make an addendum to that.
Attendum, huh?
Yeah, if we're all here, it's an addendum. I think we don't have to apologize for interrupting a Kleckner.
Okay.
I think if a Highsmith or a Castelli is interrupted on the show, we should grovel.
That's insane, actually.
We should haul ass and grovel
Insane.
because I'm got a new pair of pants.
No.
That's all my British people will get that one.
Do they call their pants grovels?
Well, it was a Wallace and Gromit pants joke, actually.
I'm going to need you guys to look at your phones because after the break, we always come back in with what we like to call
Circle jerk, circle jerk, circle jerk, circle jerk. What the hell? It's the circle
You
jerk.
sent it twice. Which one?
the second one.
Okay.
The first link was too old, so it broke.
I will start screen recording.
So for this week's Circle Jerk, we're bringing a tried and true classic from 6 weeks ago, maybe.
And nobody commented on it. So I think we have no way of knowing if people liked it.
True. It's the BuzzFeed Quiz Party!
We should do one of these. How many people can be in here? Is it just 6?
No.
No, it's like 10
Yeah, like 10 or something.
for people who have like a lot of friends.
I was going to say we should maybe do this on the live stream and then viewers could do it with us. But
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
if there's
We
only
could get-
10.
We could get multiples of them going.
Oop, he started it, folks.
Are we all in it?
If you're on
Yeah.
YouTube, you can actually see my screen recording of what's going on.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Name of the quiz is How Brat Are You Actually? You exist in the context of all things, Brat. First question. Choose one word to describe your life. Messy, okay, dull.
Erica,
Oh, my life is messy.
Christian,
I put messy.
I put okay.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Choose a word to describe your exes. Hot, icky, toxic.
Erica,
I put icky.
Christian.
I put hot.
I think I'm also going to go, I'll go toxic on mine. I don't believe that, but I think it fits the best.
I believe it.
I don't
for,
have any
for
exes.
2 in particular.
I only have 2.
That's not true.
That's right. I fuck, folks.
He said it. He admitted it. Choose a Brat accessory. Fishnets, tear. Smudged lipstick, spilled coffee stain.
Are these? Hey, I hate to be that guy and admit my small shortcomings. Are these Brat? I feel like smudged lipstick isn't Brat. I guess it's messy. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go with fishnets. Tara, sorry.
I also did torn fishnets.
I did spilled coffee stain.
Okay.
Because while it won't be coffee, I will have something spilled on me.
Okay.
Very true.
And I've never seen you with smudged lipstick.
Correct.
Yeah.
She keeps that shit
You're
on point.
a very like mechanical like kisser.
I don't know what the fuck I just did in my function.
You're very like calculated in where your lips are going on to Christians in a way that makes it so your lipstick doesn't get stained.
No, I was thinking more along the lines of I don't really wear lipstick very often.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
That's
Forget
exactly
everything
what I
I
was thinking
said.
too. Choose a red flag to overlook.
Oh my God.
Brings the vape everywhere. Only texts via Snap. Loves every Tarantino movie.
All three of these are Joe.
Yeah.
Well, good thing Kamala's moving in.
I didn't mean Biden.
We know.
I know.
I didn't mean listeners, all you listeners at home, I didn't mean Biden.
Unfortunately, there's one I really have to look over.
The only one that doesn't bother me is the Tarantino movie, so that's fine. I'll look over that.
Have you ever talked to somebody who loves Tarantino?
It's bad.
It's
Okay.
bad. They like him for the weird reasons.
Yeah.
They like that he allowed Leo to say the N-word. They like that they put feet in every video.
I was going to say, I think it's the foot thing, right?
Combination.
Wiggle your big toe. I chose brings the vape everywhere.
I would also go with brings their vape everywhere.
I feel like you would overlook text via Snap.
Yeah, that one doesn't offend me that much either.
Because I feel like you're pretty close to that.
That's true.
Yeah. If I'm texting multiple people, sure.
Yeah.
If I'm,
A group Snapchat is so much better than a group text message.
Yeah.
I
Which
will
is
say
so
that.
weird, but I think it's because it doesn't clutter your text inbox.
well,
maybe.
I've said this before on the show, I believe, a long time ago. What I really enjoy about Snapchat is the fact that I can take a picture and it doesn't save it to my phone.
Yeah.
So I can take a picture and send it to someone and be like, look at this thing that I want to, instead of like having a million fucking pictures on my camera roll of like a thing
Random
at Walmart that
of
I thought
just
was
your
kind of
penis.
funny. Yeah, well, that clogs up the peanuts roll for sure.
Yeah. Choose a Brat scent. Marlboro Lights, CVS perfume, sweat.
Oh.
I'm going to go with perfume because I feel like that smells better than the other two.
I'll be a little freak and I'll go with sweat. Christian, are we the same Brat?
Yeah, we're the same Brat. I chose sweat.
If they were Marlboro Reds.
I would have. Well, actually,
Or
if they're Camel
Camels,
Blues,
yeah.
I would have chose the Camel Blues.
If it was just cigarette, I maybe over
yeah,
sweat.
it is weird to have Marlboro Light
Yeah, specifically Marlboro Lights.
because I
is
feel
what
like I
gets
don't
me.
know anybody that smokes a Marlboro Light. You either smoke Marlboro Reds or you smoke a
Camel.
different light cigarette.
Yeah.
Choose the year you last felt true joy.
Oh boy.
2000, 2012, 2019.
2000 would be really sad for us
Yeah.
because we'd all be 6 or 7. Pre 9/11. Where was I at when I was in the year 2000? I was 1,000 years before I went in the future and had sex with the Jonas Brothers. Or
Great.
they had sex with my sister, granddaughter. That's what it is.
She's doing fine too. Actually, it's crazy.
This is a hard question because obviously we were children. We felt true joy in 2000. But 2012 is
was
like,
our senior year of high school.
yeah, or like your freshman year of college.
Yeah.
Depending on what month you're in.
Yeah. I'd go 2012.
But then like 2019 was pre-pandemic adult Erica.
That was when we like had adult jobs and like had money
Yeah.
and we could do something.
That's kind of how this podcast started. Was 2019 era us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Us drinking every weekend and like, I'll say it, shooting the shit.
This is catered to like our age demo because
Yeah.
it's literally like 7-year-old Joy. You're a senior in high school,
Or
or like you have a little bit of money,
Yeah.
like you get a little bit of spending money for the first time in your life.
yeah.
Huh? I'd still go 2012. I
I'm
peaked
thi-
in high school. I'm not afraid to admit
I'm
that.
doing 2019.
I'm going to do 2019.
I fear that I peaked in high school. I really hope I didn't.
I didn't have a super great childhood, so I'm not going to go with that one.
Choose a Brat anthem. 360, Girl So Confusing, Apple.
I don't know any of those songs.
Apple is the song that's got the viral dance on TikTok right now, where they do the.
The Apple dance. Okay.
I don't know that one. It's not on my FYP.
What's the one with her and Lord?
Who are we talking about?
Charlie XCX?
The
No way, right?
Charlie XCX is a pop star. She put out an album
I
called
know
Brat.
who she is.
Okay.
She put out an album called Brat
Okay.
like a few
Are
weeks
these
ago.
all her songs?
Yeah.
Those three
off
are.
of Brat.
Oh, well, it's not like I fucking listen to her music,
What's the
Joshua.
one with, what's the one with Lord on it?
In all the context that came before you and you exist in, it's not like you just fell out of a coconut tree. I feel like with the context of this quiz, do you know that quote? Do you know the coconut
That's
tree
your president.
I
Stand
mean,
up
I
for your
know.
president.
I mean, I know that she said it,
quote? Okay.
but like, I don't.
She doesn't know the
I don't
context and
get
everything
it.
that came
Erica,
before.
Your offlineness will never cease to exist, cease to amaze me.
I'm online. That's just
No,
not.
you're
no, you're
you
not.
can't say you're online. And then,
I don't really like Apple that much. I'm gonna go with 360.
what's the one with
just-
Lord in it?
I'll
not
follow
sure.
suit and say 360 because I don't know.
Hold
You should have
on.
put "Girl So Confusing." Actually,
Actually, that's more on brand. I'll go with that one.
Lord,
Is
Lord,
it
Lord.
just
There's a song
the
about
Girl So Confusing? That's actually the one I want. Girl So Confusing.
Yeah.
Because that song actually is a fucking bop.
Okay.
Choose a sickening, slimy shade of green.
This shade of green in the middle reminds me of your bedroom
Yeah.
in high school.
Hey, that Sharni.
Sharni's
Shout
gonna
out
love
Sharni.
that one.
I'm gonna go with the first one. Listeners, sorry, it's the Brat album color.
The first one is?
Yeah.
Not the middle one.
It's the same color as all the other questions.
Fair
so
enough.
I'm assuming that that's the Brat
That's
album
fair
color.
enough.
The middle one is more like high vis, and then the last one is like Shrek greenish. Not like the color, but it gives Shrek.
Yeah, I could see looking at that. And if we're playing that Hue game,
Yeah.
yeah, I would say Shrek.
Yeah.
I'm going middle green because it does remind me of my
That's what I picked.
my
too.
childhood bedroom.
That's what I
Which
picked.
is
too.
insane.
Never let your kids pick out their own bedroom colors. I'll just say that.
You give them like 4 options that you're okay with, and then you can let them choose.
Don't let them have high vis green because it probably fucks up their brain in the long run, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Choose a Brat food: coconuts, iced matcha, or apples. I picked apples.
Well, we knew you weren't gonna pick coconut.
I chose iced matcha.
I'll go coconut for sure.
I
Do
don't
you like coconut?
I've grown to
hate
enjoy it as an adult.
coconut.
Okay.
Ugh.
As a kid, I didn't, but I just don't like when it's like on candy when it's gritty coconut.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I don't like
Yeah.
like artificial
Yeah,
coconut.
it reminds me of Philadelphia.
What'd you pick?
I chose iced matcha.
Oh, and okay. Choose a Brat icon.
Kamala Harris, Julia Fox, or Disgust from Pixar's
Inside Out.
Inside.
Who is
Out?
played by Mindy Kaling, but she is not in Inside Out 2. And neither is Bill Hader.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Really?
They couldn't get the money worked out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I picked Disgust.
I picked Julia Fox.
Give me Kamala.
This feels right. We did it. We did it. What's our
Yay.
I'm
results?
bratty? ? You've definitely got a bratty bone in your body, but you're not totally brat yet.
That
you
tracks.
know enough. You know the struggles of staying out long enough to have fun, but not too long, so you can't catch grabbing a crisp Coke at your favorite corner store afterwards.
This
but
is
you'll
so
stay
true.
unbrat until you're brave enough to cut your own bangs.
This is so true.
That
Holy shit.
unironically describes you almost to a T.
And this is one of those things where you read a Zodiac and like, oh no, that's really, really accurate.
And Josh and Christian, you guys
We
both got brat.
Thank you.
You're a brat. You've taken inspiration from your
It is you are Brat, not you're a Brat.
fuck.
You are Brat.
Guys, you know I like the fucking paraphrase here. This sucks.
It's just very
You
important.
are Brat.
Thank
You take inspiration from your foremothers before you, Snooki and Kesha, and you live every day with the priority of having fun. You're always out in the crowds, but you can be found miles away from your scent of black and milds and take out grease. You don't leave the house without your essentials: unwashed hair, runny mascara, and a bad attitude.
Unfortunately, the unwashed hair is you.
Yeah.
And the greasy part, I don't even know what it said. I just remember greasy. And the bad sense.
Bad attitude, that's me.
But I have a priority of having fun, so I think we kind of got nailed.
We do. And,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a mention of black and milds, and hey, smoke it if you got it, you know?
No.
I love that. Christian and I did have the exact same one. Great. Hey, I'm all for it because somehow I also am behind on the Charlie XCX lore. But for all of you who aren't aware, Erica included, Charlie XCX tweeted after Biden dropped out of the presidential race. Charlie XCX tweeted, Kamala is Brat. Kamala Harris is Brat. And then the Kamala team has sort of, I think they've nailed they're towing the line, but they're nailing the amount of leaning into it while also not leaning
Thank
into
God.
it too much to make it cringe and like
Yes.
corpo. So Kamala HQ rebranded on Twitter to have the
Brat green
on it and everything. And like they're leaning into it just enough to be like, we're aware, but we're not going to go full.
We're not going to appropriate the culture.
Which is like, thank God, just let them Kamala.
Don't Pokemon go to the polls, Kamala.
If any Kamala like political team runners like are listening to our show somehow, some way, please do not let the memes exist. You don't need to tweet about JD Vance fucking a couch. Just let that exist.
You have priorities.
And then you just don't get into it. Let Charlie XCX and everything, just let that exist in the context of everything that came before you in which you exist, and we'll be good. So yeah, that's the context. And the coconut line, if you haven't heard it, is just Kamala was quoting something her mother used to say, and it's just done in a funny way.
That's Madam President Kamala Harris. We don't know when this is coming out.
It's actually it's fair.
We're balking.
That's actually Big Sister General. Anybody else love Venn diagrams?
God. Well,
It's just the way the three circles, you know?
is it the three circle? I think. Hey, and hear me out as a cishet dude here. It's because it reminds us all of boobs. That's why we all like Venn diagrams.
Okay.
And when you think the three circles, it's because you're pushing two boobs together, and you go, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
this is really cool."
Well, Kamala said that she loves Venn diagrams, and then she said it was the three circles, which, yeah, it is. It's not. Like, when I think Venn diagram, I think of two.
Yeah.
But there are three circled Venn diagrams.
You can have lots of circles
Yeah.
in a Venn diagram.
Ew.
Yeah.
Well, we can also have a lot of listener submitted sounds to sort through, and this week I picked out one from Helena.
Of Troy?
How do you think you say that? Helena?
Helena.
Of Troy.
Interesting.
How do you spell Helena?
Same way.
Okay.
Yeah. From House of the Dragon. Interesting.
Dear Judgies. Hi, Erica.
Hi.
My boyfriend and I share the weekly bonus episode Vocal Stim. The sound was recorded through the bathroom door. It's open while my partner's singing. And yes, that's a real fart. I don't know. Hope you enjoy it. Kisses and pisses. Helena.
Weekly bonus episode.
Let's get a little louder so we can get that fart. Let's really...
Am I correct in saying that was quieter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? I pushed the knob.
Well, it'll be fixed in post. I'll just get one clean fart. That way Erica can hear the fart.
You ready?
There it is.
Still very quiet.
Well, it's through a
It's so
door.
quiet. It's through the door.
It's through a door, folks.
But, hey, just a little plug for the...
Weekly bonus episode.
And I think I got a request for your listener submissions. Send in your vocal stims. I want to know
Ooh.
what you guys are stimming with.
Interesting. For listeners submitted sounds.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm just curious to know what's going on in people's head. I want to know what the little sound you're saying to yourself is.
Hey, here's an example. Every now and then, I'll just go, I know. And it's a very bad rendition of Alexander Hamilton in Hamilton.
Okay.
when his son is dying. And not a son dying. A lot of sons getting shot on this episode.
Ooh.
Yeah. So yeah. It's when he's crying over his son's dying body. He says, I know.
You got any stim going on?
I mean, another one. Thank you.
Yeah,
I've been saying that a lot.
I don't know where this one came from, but it's got to be from like I Think You Should Leave or some sketch. But I just go, oh, I'm sorry.
No, that was a TikTok of, have you been hurt in an accident? Oh, we're sorry.
Yeah, I've been doing it to Olsen. Anytime he's crying, I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Olsen started singing today.
It's really fucking cute.
Is it good?
No?
Get him a coach right now.
It's so cute. He just all of a sudden started singing Mr. Golden's Son from Miss Rachel. He was minding his own business, doing something independently, and he just, son, golden son. And I'm like, that's the sweetest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was so cute. He's been singing it all day long.
Very cute. What was he singing at the dinner table?
The I'm So Happy song.
We're singing I'm So Happy for Miss Rachel, and it's like, the song's like, I'm so happy, jump, clap. And he's in his seat at dinner, and he's like, and then he's like, there's one that spins, so he's like in his chair, like spinning as much as he can in his chair. It's very cute.
And he says jump, and he's aggressive about it. Jump. He points his
Like
spoon at you.
Like you're at knife point.
Yeah.
Like, you fucking jump and clap. Miss Rachel really needs us to do this for
It's
her.
very cute.
And after the listener's sound, we always have a listener submitted story. This listener submitted story comes to us from Patty. Would I be the asshole for not inviting my best friend's boyfriend to my wedding?
Yes. You legally have to.
Best friend's boyfriend.
Otherwise, why is she your best friend?
True.
Just because she's my best friend doesn't mean shit about her boyfriend. Does not mean I have to like him.
What if it's a new boyfriend?
Legally, you have to.
What if
folks.
they literally just started dating yesterday and my
She
wedding's
should
tomorrow?
Still have a plus
Well,
one.
then
right?
I guess all there's.
Are you not
is to
giving your
say.
plus one or your best friend a plus one?
That's fair.
She was gonna bring someone to potentially have sex with, or just to hang out with anyway. That's the whole point of a wedding that you're not in directly.
to hang out with somebody or to have sex?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
I've
that is
seen
true.
movies made.
I've seen movies.
I too.
Long legs.
Have you seen that?
No. Just when you walked in.
It looks scary.
Hi, Judgies.
Hello.
Name's Patty. Been listening to y'all for a while now. And my fiance and I love listening to the pod. I'm seeking y'all's judgment on a little bit of a predicament I'm going through. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. My fiance and I recently got engaged about a month ago, and so far we're planning on getting married in a year or two to allow time for me to finish getting licensed in my field.
British.
And hopefully make some more money to plan the dream, yet still small wedding. We're thinking under 40 guests. No friends. But no friends or family. Crazy.
Or rude. Then if she had no friends or family, who would be there?
Strangers.
Okay.
Fill out the room.
40 coworkers.
Make it look like they have friends and family.
40 background actors.
Like hire extras.
My best friend has been my best friend since high school, so we're coming up on 9 years of friendship. She's been dating her current boyfriend for about a couple years now. Long story short, my fiance does not like him, and to be honest, I don't either, for a few reasons. I'm reluctant to bring it up with her because she's always been the kind of girl that doubles down on a relationship the second you bring up concerns. So I have to meet her where she's at right now, and she's currently in love.
Okay. Just tell her that you like him a lot. And then she'll be like, why the fuck does this bozo like her?
I'm like so freaking attracted to him. Like he can't even be at my wedding. Is that what you mean?
No.
Oh,
Did
okay.
Uno reverse psychology.
Yeah. Yep.
We haven't seriously started planning yet, but after this last time we hung out with them, we were recapping the evening, and my fiance stated, "You know, I got to be honest, I don't really like Redacted. He's kind of awful."
It's a bad name too.
then I jokingly said, "Do you not want to invite him to the wedding?" And then he said, "Yeah, kind of."
You can't not. That's crazy.
Especially, here's the thing about a wedding. There's so many people that it's like, you're not even going to spend time with them. It'll be all right in the long run.
Except for then they're going to be in your fucking wedding photos. And even
Fair
you're like,
enough.
oh, well, we won't include them in like the portraits. Of course not. But guess how many pictures I have of my sister's ex-fucking boyfriend? Too many. Too many, because he was there at my wedding and he is in the background of these photos.
And I hate that monkey fighter. I can't say the word. I'm not cussing on this side of the podcast.
Motherfucker.
Whoa! Monday through Friday.
You already have cussed.
No, on this side of the podcast.
On this side is, okay.
You said brat a lot.
Is that a slur now?
Shucks.
I do. How many pictures do you have of my date to your wedding?
A few.
Fuck, really? That's
Burn them.
fuck.
But I like her, so.
I don't like her boyfriend.
Yeah, a fiance.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's worse. That sucks to hear. Unfortunate for her.
I think she's happy about it, actually.
That sucks to
even
hear.
worse, actually.
Never even met. Wait, no, you haven't.
I've met him a single time and he shook my hand 4 times, and that's too many times. And
What are the chances that she listens to this and I burn a bridge?
That's fine.
small.
Okay, I'll leave it in, folks.
She still works at where you used to work, right? Is she?
Yeah, she would. If I was still there, she would now be my boss's boss. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Good
Moving
for
on up.
her.
Yeah. I mean, I technically probably would have taken my boss's position, so
Oh, wow.
she would be
flex.
my boss.
That's crazy. What? Crazy.
It's really bold of you to assume that.
She's girl bossing. I spoke to some of my other friends
She
about
is
it.
Brat.
And no, I don't think she's Brat. If I'm being honest, I think
No.
she's the furthest thing from Brat.
was just trying to be relatable.
No, she is not Brat.
I spoke to some of my other friends about it, and the general consensus seems to be that we don't like Redacted, but we're waiting to see how this plays out. I don't get where.
Is that where the story ends?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I just feel like I don't understand. You said you talked to your friends about it, and they're just like, yeah, we don't like him. We'll see how this all pans out. I don't know what that means. We don't like Redacted, but we're waiting to see how this plays out. So, would I be the asshole if wedding time comes around and he doesn't get invited? Or should we suck it up if they're still together and let him come? P.S. I know I'm going to ask what some of the reasons are. P.S. Because I know someone is going to ask what some of the reasons are, here's a list. He cheated on her at the start of the relationship,
Oh, that's enough. I don't like him.
though I'm unsure how long, as it took this man a year to define the relationship.
It doesn't matter. He
Well,
sucks.
I mean,
They say here, I think it's going to be where you're going. So I guess they could have technically not been exclusive at that time,
Right.
though it was very, very clear that that's what my best friend wanted.
Honestly, it wouldn't have mattered what she said there. I was just going to say I hated him for anything.
yeah. I mean,
Resident hater on the couch.
it's shitty of him to like. I don't know. Whatever. Continue.
She only found out because he took her on a trip and they ran into the mistress.
Okay.
That's crazy. What a bad luck. Unless you chose to go there hoping to get like a threesome going.
We went to the brothel that he paid for her services at.
He took me to a strip club. At our last hangout, he kept throwing Oh, okay. At our last hangout, he kept throwing poppets at her, even though she clearly stated she wanted him to stop.
Okay. Those little fireworks she threw at the ground.
This girl's afraid of sparklers, so imagine how upset she was getting. He doesn't make an effort to get to know us, her friends, and he continues to hang out with girls that have in the past had a thing for him, and my best friend has acknowledged that she is uncomfortable with this. Thanks in advance for reading and looking forward to hearing your thoughts, especially Ricky. Best, Patty.
So when this situation came up with Toby was like, he's my boyfriend. I love him. We live together. He needs to be there for me because I have anxiety and I can't do anything without him. And I was like, that's fucking stupid. He's not invited.
I forgot that how big of a piece of shit that guy was. When you
Yeah.
started saying that, it jogged my memory of who he was as a person.
Yes, he fucking sucks. Still sucks to this day.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was like, no, he's not invited. And I pretty much maintained that like up until like a couple weeks before the wedding. And I was like, okay, fine, you can have +1. Okay, fine. We've gotten some no RSVPs back. Now there's room at a table. Sure, he can be there. And I'm still pissed.
And you're not one to hold a grudge.
I am one to absolutely fucking hold a grudge.
What?
I was just about to hate this man without even knowing any reasons why.
Yeah.
Which I did. I already hated him.
I was going to say I think you're on board with hating him. I don't think there's any about to.
I am indeed on board with that.
I feel like it's gonna, if you do it, you have to be prepared for your friend to no longer be your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Like that's a pretty, for somebody that's been dating for, if it was a new relationship, although again, you're not even going to get married for another year or two. It's like, but if it was like a newer relationship, there at least would be precedent. It's like, it's a small wedding. We only want an intimate people that we know. Sorry, he can't come. But they've been dating for years and then plus another 2 more years on top of that. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
You're fucked. I would say just invite him. And then it sounds like he probably won't be in your fucking pictures anyway. I guess maybe your friend will make him, but
yeah, I guess here's
you can
the
just
plan.
like secretly point him out to your photographer and be like,
don't get him in it.
don't have any pictures of this man,
Your
please.
photographer just has their finger in the picture, covering his face on everyone.
Photoshop him out of anything you find him in.
Here's the plan, Patty. You're gonna secretly and subtly convince your friend to break up with this person. You're just gonna you're not gonna directly say things you hate about him, but you're gonna talk about your fiance and be like, God, I hate when fucking Kevin doesn't scrub the toilet after he shits on the walls and toilet seat. And then you like let her be like, yeah, that is annoying. And then be like, I just wish women would just stick up for themselves. I wish they understood their worth and that they shouldn't be with these.
I fear that you don't have enough time before the wedding to make that
1 to 2 years.
happen.
She can postpone. She's in charge of the date.
She's in charge of the date.
You know what? Okay. That's fair.
Just come up with a list of every single thing you don't like about him and things that you think your friend wouldn't like about your partner doing to you, and just drop those on him.
I forgot that you said it was 1 to 2 years out still. You've got plenty of time to just let it ride.
I'm similar, although we just watched a movie from the 90s that was an insane movie. So I'm a little 90s rom-com.
Reservoir Dogs. Oh.
No. Pilled. I think you get a guy, you pay a guy to start wooing her. That way she cheats on her shitty boyfriend with this other guy.
Or breaks up with him to be with this other guy.
And then she feels guilt-ridden, breaks up with that guy.
Or just...
And then she's single. And now everybody's happy.
Wedding.
But then you realize, no, he actually made her happy. And even though you don't like him, that's for her to choose. And then they get back together. And they get married at your wedding, actually.
Is he played by
at
Paul
your
Rudd?
wedding, actually.
And he's played by Ewan McGregor.
Actually, your fiance
You're
is so upset about your behavior that he leaves you at the altar when he finds all this out. And they're like, well, everybody's already here and everything's already paid for. So I guess we'll just use your stuff and get married.
Yeah, and it's called Bride Made. M-A-D-E. Because you're making the bride. Even though you think that you're...
Write this down.
For real, write this down.
Yeah.
Nobody steal this idea. We're going to the copyright office tomorrow.
Is that where you need to go with the spec script?
I don't know. Where do you get it to be your IP? How does IP work?
The movie we watched was romance/thriller.
Oh.
Ooh.
Cruel Intentions.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that is a thriller.
I mean, I guess it is labeled as that.
I
but
feel like
Cruel Intentions with Buffy the Vampire Slayer
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
and Reese Witherspoon and Jean-Philippe.
is that one?
Ryan
It's like
Philippe.
the two siblings.
Yes.
Kiss.
They are step siblings.
They are
Don't
step
they
siblings.
make out in a pool or
They
something?
constantly are trying to fuck. The plot of the movie is that the siblings want to fuck, but they make a bet.
Oh, who could?
No.
She's ugly or something, and
No.
She's just the shy girl.
No.
she's 90s ugly, and then
Let
you take
us
out
tell
glasses and
you.
take your hair
Let
down.
us
She's
tell
hot.
you. We haven't seen this movie, but let us tell you that you've just watched it. Let us tell you how it goes.
Okay. Start.
Oh, I have seen the movie.
she's an awkward,
No.
ugly duckling.
No. Sarah Michelle Gellar and Ryan Philippe are pieces of shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, the characters they play, bad people.
Okay.
They are step siblings and they use sex as a power, like a tool to
Okay.
fuck with other people.
Okay.
Sarah Michelle Gellar's ex dumped her for Selma Blair,
Okay.
and she wants to get back at her by ruining her life. And Ryan Philippe wants to just prove that he could fuck Reese Witherspoon because she's like, I'm going to wait until marriage. And
So they have cruel intentions.
yeah, hilarity ensues. And whoever wins the
Hilarity.
bet, if he wins the bet, he gets to fuck his sister.
Well,
And
if she wins the bet,
He gets her car.
she gets to fuck her brother.
She gets his car, actually.
Okay, is it a sick car?
Yeah, it's a Porsche.
Plot twist, she gets it anyway.
Whoa!
That's
Wait, which
actually
one?
true. Only
car or the brother?
Not the brother.
The brother dies?
Actually, a car gets the brother, actually.
Yeah,
Gets
he-
hit by a
Whoa.
car and dies.
Truck coon?
The issue with this
It was a crazy plot twist.
movie is
Well, several.
a lot. Ryan Philippe, maybe he's better now. He was a terrible actor.
Yeah.
He gave nothing. And you're supposed to feel for him at the end.
You don't.
And you don't, because the entire plot is him trying to fuck his stepsister, and also he's a piece of shit. And then he dies, and you're like, well, I don't even feel bad that he died.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the twist to be like, psych, he's alive.
You
But
you
he's
feel
just-
bad for Reese Witherspoon's character.
Oh, for sure.
And you feel bad for her in real life because that's the movie that they met on and then they got married and had children together and he was like very abusive to her.
Oh, he is actually a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's actually a
I
piece of
don't know
shit.
if Sarah Michelle Gellar is or isn't. That was just a joke.
I don't know either. I was kind of surprised when you said that. I
But
was
she
like, oh,
is
really?
married to Freddie Prinze Jr.
They've been married for
Forever.
so long.
Sometimes it just works. R/advice. I'm masturbating in my sleep and I don't know how to stop it
I saw
or
this.
address it. This comes to us from Isaac. Hey, y'all.
Hi.
Isaac,
Second
long
time submitter.
What?
Second time submitter, Isaac.
Why do I remember your name?
Oh, because I submitted. Here, it's Isaac here, and yes, you can say my name. I was the one who sent in the r/long distance story for that tasty whoop. And for all of our new listeners, a whoop is what we say after a new subreddit is read from. We had a comment asking what it means. It's just a new subreddit that we've never read from before. But I'm back with another story. This one was amusing to me, and I want to know what y'all would do if this problem kept happening to you. Anyways, love y'all. Look forward to the new episode every week, and I hope all is well. Isaac.
Is the last initial P?
M.
Different Isaac.
Wait, the Isaac that we know, P?
No.
That's not the one you were talking about?
No.
Okay, that's why I was like, he's a listener?
Insane if he was.
That would be crazy.
Are we all talking about Isaac Penis? Bleep that, editor.
I suck penis.
No!
Isaac Penis. Like, obviously, penis as a last name would already be a death sentence. But to also have your parents name you I suck. Holy fuck.
Oh, man.
Like, your last name already, you're done for. And then there's like, you know what? Fuck you. You're already going to have to get your last name changed. May as well change both of them now.
Ooh. Tee-hee. R/advice. I'm masturbating in my sleep and I don't know how to stop it or address it. Just as the title suggests, I'm so embarrassed, so please don't make a joke out of this.
I
Don't
wonder
laugh.
if this is the other point of view from the roommate story.
Could be.
It was do you remember that? It was the college roommates that
I can't stop jerking off in my sleep. Or he's
the
like humping
roommate
his
was like
pillow.
humping his bed.
No, I realized that the name that I thought was Isaac is actually someone's dead name. I somehow managed to dead name somebody because we read a story about their name used to being Isaac.
Gotcha.
Isn't that insane?
We do love that.
On this
right?
day, the day of my shirt.
In August. Sorry about that.
My ex, who we would often sleep in each other's bed, would accuse me of this problem. He told me he didn't care if I did or didn't, just the fact that I was lying about it, which I swore I never did. Until I just woke up. I'm a very vivid dreamer, and I was sleeping over at my cousin's, who woke up very early to go to work and immediately jolted me awake. That's when I realized my hand was under my underwear and that I was masturbating. The thing is, I wasn't really even masturbating, more specifically just moving my hands around the area without the intention of feeling pleasure. I was having a nice fun dream about being at a buffet with a plethora of stations.
Okay, I mean, who amongst us hasn't fucking jerked their gurk a little bit thinking about a spread
Yeah.
at an old country?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
You mean endless sirloins? Sign me up.
Who among us hasn't blasted ropes at a Buster's? The airplane decor really gets me going.
Was that a chain?
Buster's?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Oh.
I thought that was a local.
Buster's was a buffet.
What's the
I've never
buffet?
been there in my
What's
entire
the
life.
what's the buffets that like have like themed restaurants? There was one in Winona. That's where I grew up. And I'm pretty sure it was a Buster's.
Maybe.
There's a place that had a really fun name. Fuddruckers?
It's not a buffet, bud.
Fuck.
That is a burger place. Red Robin-esque.
Well, they're dreaming about a buffet with a plethora of stations. Make your own burger,
Isn't
a la Fuddruckers style.
Isn't that Robin-esque? Isn't that his middle name? Isn't that Biden's middle name?
Yeah, Joseph Robin-esque Biden, yeah.
Make your own eggs, pancakes, macaroons, etc. It was euphoric, especially since I've been struggling to eat a bit lately. I don't have wet dreams either, but I do have exciting dreams like if it were straight out of an anime or an action movie. I don't know what to do. Should I go see a doctor about this? I've approached my psychiatrist about it before, and he told me if I didn't think I was doing it, then I'll be okay, and he's never heard of such a thing before. This was a huge problem in my former relationship, and definitely something that I did not want to realize while sharing a bed with my cousin. I swear this is not... I swear this is not fake. I generally am confused and shocked. Please help.
You can ask your doctor about it. I feel like a psychiatrist saying I've never heard of this is lazy.
Yeah.
Like fucking look it up.
They haven't even read Freud.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fraud.
Probably
I'm
is.
afraid. What genitalia are you working with here? Penis or vagina?
They never really specify, if I'm being honest.
And I guess in my head, I immediately assumed penis and balls.
They're-
But
See, in my head, I'm imagining female.
but the description of like messing
I
around
shouldn't
down
say that,
there,
with vagina.
but the description of messing around down there felt more vaginal.
That's what I mean. That's why
you guys are gonna hate to hear the username. And we
I
guess we
have
can bleep it if we need
22.
to, but it's downtown_brother. So probably
Penis and balls,
penis,
sure.
most likely.
I don't know. I call everybody brother.
Downtown
Yeah.
brother.
No.
Okay.
Maybe I should start calling people that.
Penis.
Cooler.
Penis is definitely like harder to deal with. I feel like.
Yeah.
It's a lot more obvious.
Yeah. Although I don't know if you're just slapping around down there, like it's distracting either way to
Yeah.
be sleeping in a bed with someone doing it.
Yeah.
So I totally get why everyone's like, "Can you stop fucking doing that?"
Yeah.
And also them not understanding when you're like, "I wasn't,"
Yeah.
like because to you weren't.
Yeah.
You wake up with a mystery goo on your hand every morning. You don't know what it is.
He doesn't have wet dreams.
Yeah. Well, cranks it though. I assumed a
I
completion.
edge.
Oh my god! Imagine breaking your streak because you're jerking it while asleep.
That would suck.
You're sleep cranking.
I've been gooning for 3.5 weeks. I thought I was gonna hit the prized 1 month mark, and then I frickin' bust edge.
Hey, I'm over this conversation actually.
Yeah,
We
that's
could
fair.
we could move on.
What do you do? What do you do, folks? Tie your hands when you go to sleep like this.
That's
I was thinking-
very dangerous. Don't do that.
What?
Fire hazard. What if your place
Oh.
catches on fire and you're tied to a bed?
Put the key under your tongue. That way you know where it is.
That's a choking
A la
hazard.
bubble bass. No, if it's under your tongue, it can't get in. You can't swallow something under your tongue. If you're mewing right, your tongue should be in the proper position and where the key will never fall out from under it.
Just rock hard, chained up to a bed, mewing.
I hate this.
Just edging yourself
fucking-
absolutely gooned out. That's awesome, man. That's sick as fuck.
You know, if we wouldn't have had that circle jerk a while back where I learned all these new terms,
yeah.
that would have been a really confusing conversation for me.
It still is, really.
It still is, if I'm being honest. At least this one had more context.
Yeah, and you do exist in the context of everything that came before you.
I mean, yeah.
What, you just fall out of a coconut tree?
I don't know, did I?
R/am out of the asshole with an H.
Oh, are we doing another one?
We're going to squeeze in one just so we can have five clips, hopefully. Am I the asshole for divorcing my wife because
Yes.
I like being single more?
No, that's actually one of the best reasons to divorce your wife. If you're not happy in your relationship, you should get out of the relationship. That's the whole thing.
Okay.
I mean, what you're saying, unfortunately, is...
What do you mean, unfortunately? You shouldn't be
That's a
married.
hard truth.
Oh, sure, but
You
he
should work on
swallowed
it. You should work on it. Couples therapy, actually.
I do believe in no-fault divorce.
Anyways.
You can only get divorced if there's an active earthquake.
You son of a bitch. Why do you think it happens so much in LA? Why do you think all the stars are always getting divorced?
That's
Oh,
true.
fault lines for sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, I, 32 male, have been married to my wife, 33 female, for almost 6 years. And we have a 3-year-old son that is my entire world. As well as I make most of the income. I don't know why your son and you making all the income is in the same sentence here. But for some context, I work from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. I come home around 2 hours before her. She works 9 to 6. And I start cleaning the house and cooking since I like taking care of it. During all this, I try to include my son and play with him. Then I normally take a nap until my wife comes home.
You are a efficient little guy.
Yeah.
What does your son do while you're napping?
He also takes a nap at 5 o'clock at night.
That's what I mean. Like, that doesn't.
I feel like if they're both working, they have a sitter anyway. Yeah, like they have somebody caring for them. If their work schedules overlap so much.
Yeah. Take a nap until my wife comes home. We eat together, and she leaves to her gym and her girls' night until around 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. sometimes.
Every night?
Sometimes.
Well, you got Friday and Saturday. Those are party nights.
Yeah.
Sunday's your puke and rally night. You got Thirsty Thursday. You got Wacky Wednesdays. You got Margarita Mondays. Then Taco Tuesday, you got to have a drink or 3 with it.
Oh, you're not going to have a margarita at Taco Tuesday?
When am I supposed to care for my child or husband?
During those hours, I put my son to bed, cook dinner for me and her, and I also cook the lunch for both of us and try to relax before heading bed around 12 a.m. I also try to be there for her, treating her to dates every weekend, saying how much I love her, showering her with gifts, etc. I always liked this because I love feeling I do something and making other people happy. But around 2 or 3 months ago, I discovered that my wife was having an affair with some random dude at the gym.
Okay, yeah.
This is taking a turn here.
You don't like being single more. You're just in a bad marriage with a bad person.
Yes.
I was checking some photos she wanted me to see, and I came across a video of a dude railing her.
Oh.
Of course, this made us argue, and after a lot of tears and begging, I decided to give her another chance.
Buddy.
And she told me that I had a hall pass anytime I wanted.
Okay.
It's not
That's
a healthy...
definitely going to go over well.
Yeah.
I assume they picked that up in marriage counseling.
Yeah.
I feel like she wanted to get caught. How are you... First off, taking videos of your affair is crazy. And then to be like, can you go through my camera roll, please? I want you to go find that picture. It's such a goofy picture.
There's something I really want to show you. Also, it's her phone. Do we think it's his POV or her POV?
It's gotta be his, right?
But his POV on her phone is also very egregious.
Yeah, because then it's like, hey,
it's not reach for my phone.
Can you hold my phone?
Yeah, it's like
I can't get a good angle.
selfie. I don't want to take a selfie. Yeah, fish lens here. And also rail me while doing it.
Maybe they had a stand. They put it up
Yeah.
Oh.
on a, what's that called?
Tripod.
Tripod.
You were having a hard time thinking of that word yesterday, too.
I know.
Yeah. Well, but unfortunately, the guy that she was cheating on with was also a tripod.
Yeah, it sucks.
Big
You
penis.
hate to hear it.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it, but I used them because I wanted her to feel sad. But this has made me open my eyes.
Use the hall pass.
Yeah, use the hall pass.
I really hate to tell you this, but I don't think she's gonna be that sad about it.
I feel so good when a girl compliments me for my body.
Oh, he's hot too?
Yeah.
Dude, get out of there!
I do all the chores daily, and when she goes out, I go for a walk with my kids, so I have a nice body. That's crazy that all it takes is going on a walk. Just a little chubby, maybe around 3 kilograms over my normal weight. That's 7 pounds, you piece of shit. I wish I was only 7 pounds off my normal weight. And I go on walks a lot. You piece of shit.
Do you work 10 hours a day?
I thought you
No.
weren't cursing on this side of the episode.
Shit's not a curse word.
Okay.
Since she said I was blah blah blah, just a little chubby, maybe 3 kilograms over my normal weight. His wife said I was fat, and that's one of the reasons she cheated on me. They also
my
say
God.
I'm great for doing what I do in the house and how I take care of my kid. I tell them that I'm in an open relationship with my wife and a bit about what I do. This is his hall passes. I've realized how much I like actually being valued, so I asked my wife for a divorce.
Okay.
Now her and both of our families are constantly insulting me for what I'm doing, saying that I betrayed her and that I'm going to regret what I do, and I feel guilty because the divorce petition was seemingly out of nowhere. One day we're working on our relationship, and the next day I'm asking for a divorce. One day we're working on our relationship, and the next day I'm asking for a divorce.
It sounds
So
like
Reddit-
one day you were just like working on your relationship and then you asked for a divorce.
Yeah. So Reddit, am I the asshole?
No. You should have left a long time ago.
Listen, you're hot. You make a lot of money. You keep yourself clean.
Sounds like you're a decent dad.
Yeah, just fucking get out of there, bud. You are what we call in the market a hot piece of meat.
Yeah.
People will fucking love that you're on the dating market compared to
Yeah.
the other guys in their like 30s, late
Yeah.
20s. Like
Think
you're
he's
gonna
30.
fucking kill it on the apps, bud. Also, your wife sucks. That's the more
Yeah.
important part.
Yeah, she's no good.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But you did the right thing. I think this marriage had no legs to stand on. You needed a tripod to get this marriage standing up, and it sounds like your wife was already using it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, long legs to stand on, really.
Crazy. Full circle
Crazy.
here.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, folks. If you want to listen to another hour of us babble on, and no, I'm not talking about the ancient Mesopotamian civilization. Not is Egypt?
Hammurabi. Babylon was Mesopotamia.
Okay. Thank you. Head over to patreon.com/judgiespod for our
Weekly bonus episode.
where we read exclusively true listener submitted stories. Also, that's $10 a month gets you weekly, $5 a month gets you monthly, just to get a little taste, and $1 gets you ad-free episodes and access to our Discord, where I haven't mentioned this, but there was some of the juiciest fucking drama. It was a couple weeks ago at this point going on live in our Discord about someone who was getting stalked by their ex, who is now a police officer.
Oh, God.
Via Venmo, and they didn't want to tell their partner because she thought he would get mad at her for quote unquote being in contact with her ex, even though it was just him liking her Venmo transactions.
You can do that?
Yeah.
So if you want to maybe potentially not miss out on that, $1 a month, patreon.com/judgiespod.
Interesting.
Where else can they find us?
Anywhere that you're on the internet, we're probably there too. And that's at Judgiespod, JUDGIESPOD.
Send us in your stories, judgespod@gmail.com. Listener submitted story in the title, listener sound in the title. We love you.
Subject line.
Fuck. What did I say?
Title.
Title 9? What's that?
That's
Bad stuff, right?
well, Title 9 theoretically is good, but it's 4 bad things.
Ah.
Okay, bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.